You are listening to the Cigar Noise Boys. We'll put out to sea. We'll perfect our chemistry. By and by, we'll defy a little bit of gravity.
No idea, man.
No?
Nope.
Hint. When it says by and by we'll defy a little gravity, it's a little double entendre. So they're also defying gravity in sea, which means...
I don't know, bro.
How can one they're surfing. This is Beach Boys, Kokomo.
My bad.
Yes.
I don't listen to much Beach Boys, bro.
Oh, okay. They were my first band that I was into, so... What's up, everybody? This is Dom and Tyler. CigarNoise Boys.
What's going on, guys? Yep.
We're going to open our lines for callers in a minute. But first, Tyler, you are at work right now in your orange crop top.
Yep.
How's that going?
And neither one of us are smoking.
Oh, that's bad. Hey, I smoked last night, though. I smoked some cigars, so not completely coming to the conversation.
What did you smoke last night?
I started with the number 3 from the SNS kit. Then I had the Avo Unexpected Passion. And then I closed out with Patina Habano.
Nice.
Nice trip.
I haven't had that Avo yet. Or that Saints and Sinners yet.
I told you to smoke 305. Well, I mean, I'm only on 3, so I can't complain. I only have had this one Avo, and I think I have the blue one to compare it to, but I don't know. It was, when I smoked it blind, it was amazing. It was just okay last night. So I don't know what the case is for that discrepancy. I think we're getting the call. Yo, what's up?
Hey, Dom, how you doing?
Doing all right. Let me figure out how to add Tyler real quick. All right, we're all connected.
Good.
So Tyler, Drew's actually the only one of us smoking this week.
Lucky.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Tyler, do you have your quick round of questions?
Actually, no. Not this week. No.
Oh, come on.
I know. Bro.
So, Drew, you are refined _southerner on Instagram.
Yes, great.
So in the, I don't know what you say, Cigar Noise community, who do you know who kind of got you listening?
Really, Sean, Run to Smoke, Rick, Crazy Canuck.
Yep.
Our Brothers of the Leaf in Canada.
Sick. Do you know who you play this week in fantasy?
I am playing Eric, which is
E-Man.
Cowboy Crush.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
We've got to have playoffs coming up pretty soon, right?
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome for that running back.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it. Hopefully, just because of that. Dude, I've got to say your Instagram, everything you smoke is things that I want to smoke, and I don't really post on my Instagram anymore. But you got good taste in cigars.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Tyler.
Yes,
dude.
Yes.
I gotta go take a piss real quick. Can you carry on?
Oh my lord. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be right back. Keep going.
Oh my lord, what the hell? Yeah. So first off, Drew, sorry for having to reschedule again, man. I've been working crazy hours at my other job. A lot of overtime. Going to Nicaragua next month, so I wanted to get a lot of overtime in before I go.
Oh yeah, man, no problem. I understand. I'll actually be going to Nicaragua in April.
Oh, with who? Or What's
Uh,
the plan?
just me and a buddy are going over to Black Label,
Oh, nice. That
and then we're going
I
to
have,
stay a few days and kind of just kind of create our own little tour.
that's cool. Yeah. They're kind of like the first factory you see when you drive through Esteli. So I didn't stop there. Last time I hung out mostly at Naxa and Nico Sueño. So yeah. So I booked a flight for December 9th, and then Monday, and I come back on a Friday. I'm going with Mo again from Patina.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. I didn't know if Dom asked you, are you smoking right now? Or what are you smoking? I'm sorry.
I am smoking a Cavalier White Series.
Oh, cool. I've only smoked a few of their cigars. I did order the that limited edition they came out with, which Half Wheel just rated and didn't rate it very well like they did last year. Which I think it's a totally different blend or something. One's
Yeah,
box press, one's not.
right.
So I picked up a box at small batch. So I'm curious to try those. But so what I've smoked so far from Cavalier, I've liked a lot.
Yeah, me too. Actually, Andrew from Small Batch kind of turned me on to these.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw you recently visited with him.
Oh yeah, that was awesome, man. It took it. I wasn't gonna be there, and I ended up being there all day. And Jew is really cool, and it it was a great time. It's worth. I was staying in San Diego. I drove about almost 2 hours, hour and a half to visit the shop.
Yeah, and
And he
Andrew's awesome, man. They have the most ridiculous packaging in the industry.
yeah, they do a hell of a job there.
You either love it or you hate it.
Oh, the packaging?
Yeah, you love it that they take such good care of your order, but you hate it because just simply trying to open it.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Um, have you ever ordered from Dan Welsh from Surrogates from New Havana Cellar?
Yeah,
You ordered. Oh, so his stuff comes like shrink wrapped
right.
or like no vacuum sealed.
I'm back.
Yeah,
It's kind of
I actually still have some of his. He has these special 5-pack bags that it looks like a regular Ziploc bag, right? But it's 5 individual sleeves inside, and then it's vacuum sealed.
I haven't seen that one. I ordered the ELOs and they came 10 of them and they were shrink wrapped together like you would like if you're gonna sous vide something in water. It would look just like that. I ordered a couple ELO packs and one had a pudgy face in it, which was nice.
Nice.
So Dom, Drew smoking the Cavalier White Series.
Okay. How do you like that compared to the the other?
Like to the
Like their
like to
standard.
the black.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really a comparison. I mean, really, I enjoy these a lot in the morning with a strong coffee.
Okay.
But but some days I start right out of the gate with a strong cigar, where most people traditionally start with a mild.
That's because well, first of all, I think I prefer the black over the white, but I don't think I've smoked enough to really say that for a fact. But with Ted and Rich, when we're talking about pairing suggestions for blind review, generally it goes that way where a milder cigar will be for paired with coffee for the morning. But this last time, I think it was an AJ stick, and I thought like coffee would have complemented it. But yeah, I don't get to smoke too many cigars in the mornings.
Yeah, well, I didn't until I built my own lounge at home.
It's pretty sick.
Nice.
You've got vents, air vents, and whatever behind you. It's legit.
Yeah, I have. It has its own heating and air, and then it has its own exhaust that where all the smoke is taken outside of the house and basically into the side yard.
Is that where you are Sunday
Nice.
mornings, or all day Sunday?
It is,
Nice.
and of course I built my own walk-in humidor.
Oh, you have your own humidor?
Sick.
Yeah. You want to see it?
Yeah, I do. That's pretty cool.
All right.
I'm still riding the struggle bus with a small
So-
humidor and just a bag. Dang.
There's the outside of it, and there's Doug the Indian.
Nice.
Indian named Doug.
Oh wow.
Got some Black Label Trading Company on top.
Yeah, got all the Aroma Limiteds.
Dang. Tyler, why don't you have your own walk-in humidor?
Hopefully when I buy this duplex in the summer, but I'm working so much.
Dude, you have like a miniature shop in there.
Yeah, it's,
Pausania.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's the one in Birmingham.
My goodness.
How long has it been since you've seen some Heartbreakers?
Oh, it's been 2 years. That's when they came out, I think. That's sick.
So, Dom, we got a question from a loyal listener. Eric would like to know, Dom, are you ready to talk about your loss to Eric since you, Dom, predicted a win for yourself?
I think I had the second highest scoring that week, so I'm not ashamed of it. It was a good week, good game. He just came out on top. Who did he even have? I'm fine with it as long as I make playoffs. How about that? I don't care. So no, I'm not gonna elaborate.
What
I
is
talked
going?
crap and it came back to bite me.
Yeah, I think mine his game is gonna be pretty interesting.
Say it again.
I think mine and Eric's game this week is going to be pretty interesting. I think right now, I think it could go either way.
Yeah, you guys have both winning records, right?
Yeah.
Dude, do you guys see the league chat? Do you have like the app on your phone? Because it's just constantly Eric and Sean just spamming the place with
nonstop.
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, Tyler, we got this chick just shaking her booty. Then you got what's his face? The guy from Parks and Rec, Star-Lord.
Oh, Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. More just, dude. Eric needs to stop posting these chicks just dancing, shaking it. Come on, man. I can't pull this
Eric's
up at work.
Eric's blowing me up right now.
I believe it.
Drew, so I was scrolling through your Instagram feed, and where'd you score those potlucks from? The tender chops.
I got those from the guys out in Nashville, Smokers Abbey.
Okay.
They had a big tat event a while back, and I actually scored a little bit of all the potluck series.
Eric Bean from are you from Nashville?
Me?
Drew. Did I say Eric? Drew. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I am born and raised in Birmingham, Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna ask. It's Texas. Do you listen to Riff Raff at all? I think he's from Texas.
Oh my lord.
I don't. No.
All right. Never mind. I'll keep trying. So
Fun fact.
go ahead.
Oh, I had a interview in Birmingham for Southwest Airlines, and I didn't get the job. This was February of 2011. I had an interview down there.
Sorry to hear it. Sucks to suck.
Yep.
So a question I posted on Instagram this week was, I can't stand people who blank. So real quick, we had Sean Run to Smoke said he can't stand people who chew with their mouth open. That's a good one. And then we have my housemate Me Millennial It says he can't stand it when people say how's it going when walking by. So it's kind of like a throwaway comment. Do you ever have people where you say like how's it going, and then they stop and they actually tell you how it's going, and then you're just like, oh, I gotta go.
No, but see, here's the thing about Birmingham or Alabama in general. So you're familiar with Roll Tide, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I've been explaining to Sean and Rich, that is like a universal greeting and salutation here. So instead of how's it going, literally people walk by and say Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
It's almost like aloha. It can mean good morning, hello, or it can mean goodbye.
I like that a lot. It's kind of like a verbal fist bump.
Exactly.
Is there anything else like that? I know ciao can be hi and bye, but that's not as cool as Roll Tide.
Yeah.
I guess I kind of use rock and roll that way, but that's usually more when I'm leaving. I don't say rock and roll when I see somebody.
Right. Yeah, but here, and statewide, everyone knows what that person means when they say Roll Tide. They know what context it was used in.
Yeah. Tyler, what do you hate when people do?
I hate when people breathe really heavy. I also when somebody, like when I worked at the cigar bar, and I would somebody would ask me, oh, how was you were sick, how you feeling now? And then you kind of start talking about it, and then they interrupt you and say, oh, can I get another beer? It's like, if you ask me a fucking question, I'm going to answer it now.
Well,
and I would say that too.
Well, in those people's defense, you do like to ramble. I do ramble. You probably were talking to them for the extent of their entire beer, and they're just sipping on it.
Probably.
I hate it when people put the toilet paper on the wrong way.
There's a right way?
Are you serious?
Absolutely. Ask my wife.
Tyler,
what's the correct way? Over or under?
Over.
You don't do the mullet. Because then you go to try and pull enough of the sheets and it just rips on you. And you can't slap that thing and just have it put out 10 of them.
I'm like a Buffalo Bill. I like it tucked in.
No. Tyler, we can't do this podcast anymore, man.
I'd fuck me.
Oh.
Dude, I was chilling at Small Batch and they played that song from Sounds of the Lambs. I forgot what song that's called.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Sounds of the Lambs.
I know the film. Right? I know the film.
Well, when he tucks his junk and he says that he'd fuck himself, he plays he's playing that like weird music, and then so they were playing that at Small Batch. But I always think about when he answers the door and he's like, "Oh wait, she that great big fat person?" I don't know why I always chuckle at that. That's a great movie, man.
Drew, you have any pet peeves people do?
I hate it when people get too close to you when they're trying to carry on a conversation. And that seems to happen a lot to me.
Oh, God.
And even when you try to step away, they just get closer and closer.
Like physically? Like they're bursting that bubble?
Yeah, they just have no idea what personal space means.
I understand that. I hate that too.
Close talkers. And
see what? So I guess I relate to that with some of my students. Don't understand that concept, but that's easy. I can tell a kid, "Yo, you need to back up," but I wouldn't do that to an adult.
Backed up.
Yeah, it also seems that that same type of person cannot take a hint either. That you're trying to create some space.
You're in an elaborate dance. You're just taking a step left and right and trying to move away, and they're just following. So Drew, with the humidor you showed us, your walk-in, Are you aging a lot of those, or how do you decide what to smoke? Because the Heartbreakers, like, you only smoked, it looked like one out of that box.
I didn't like
Yeah,
it.
one or two. I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily aging them because I mean I plan on smoking them just whenever I can. I mean, to be honest with you, in the evenings I do have trouble deciding what to smoke. But um, like the Heartbreaker, I break those out on a special occasion, or if a buddy has never tried one, I'll send one to him. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Do either of you guys drink port? I know, Tyler, you don't really drink alcohol, but Drew, do you drink port?
I do not really drink wine. My wife drinks port.
Okay, because I got an email from this place that sells spirits and wine, and I went to go pick one up for probably Christmas time, and it was a really nice bottle of port, and it had all these high ratings on it, and I'm reading the high ratings, and they say best to be consumed in like 10 years. And that was weird to me because they're giving like a 96 rating for something, and they're saying you shouldn't drink it for 10 years. And so I asked the guy, like, does that mean it's a 96 now and it'll get better, or it'll be a 96 in 10 years? And he said, well, it's kind of a little bit of both. But I mean, I was trying to think about that. Yeah, I was trying to think about that in terms of cigars. Do you guys? I mean, I don't think any of us really age cigars much, but do you know of anybody who buys cigars that aren't ready to smoke and expects them to be great in like 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of cigars that I have now that aren't bad, but I do expect a lot more out of them, and not necessarily in 2 years, but I think 6 months to a year, I expect it to be a different cigar.
Yeah.
Well, I think with aging stuff, it's if it's shit tobacco or shit cigar now, aging a shit cigar is still gonna be shit. So, I was listening to a interview of Andre Farkas from Viaje, and he talked about how people were kind of giving them shit that his cigars weren't necessarily ready. You know, they were ready, but they get a lot better with age. And he said, people have no problem buying wine or beers and aging those. And it's like he kind of thought the slack he was getting was a little unfair because a lot of that stuff is meant to age. Some of the Tatuaje stuff is meant to age. Like I think the monsters they're good when they're good when they come out, but if you just let them sit for 1 year, the monsters they're fucking fantastic. This year I think was one of the first times where it was ready to smoke right now. The TIFF is smoking amazing right now. Like and that's what I like. Everybody's obsessing over the Chuck. Meanwhile, I'm going to be able to scoop up all these TIFFs because the TIFFs are fantastic. So definitely, guys, score some of the TIFF. Those are really, really good.
Yeah, and here's the thing: blenders and factories, when they bring when they release a new cigar, I mean, they know it's good, before they ship it, or they wouldn't bring it to market. Now, granted, their experience, I'm sure they know it's going to be that much better in a year, but they don't purposely put out a shit cigar thinking, okay, well, it's going to be nice in a year. So a lot of people that have issues, I believe, with a new cigar that's right off the truck, when they burn issues or whatnot. Sometimes I think some of that is just the novice in the cigar smoker, and the fact is some people just don't remember that these are handmade.
Yeah.
But I do think I'm in the crowd that kind of views it differently. If I smoke a cigar and it's not ready yet, it's not good, I probably won't visit it again. But then again, I'm not buying boxes of these things, so it's easier for me. I can just pick one up at a shop and then choose not to smoke it again for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I will always give a cigar. There's very few cigars that I don't give a second chance to. But then there's some that are just it's not my thing, right out of the gate, and I have no desire to revisit. I do mostly buy in boxes, and whatever I determine I don't like, I send to those guys in Canada.
That's how you do it. So you probably like the more peppery stuff, right? More full bodied.
I do. I like the stronger cigars. Something with a little blast of pepper, the right pepper, and something with a nice kick.
Yeah. This is kind of.
Which, by the way, if you guys tried the Neanderthal LH,
not yet. No.
Which one?
The new Roma.
Which cigar?
LH.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I smoked one, not to brag, but in Esteli on Skip's porch or balcony, and then I smoked one a couple weeks ago. I just ordered 10 more boxes for the shop from John Day Oliver. So I only scored one box. I'm going to score 2 or 3 more. I thought it was really good. I was more excited for that than I was the vodka.
Yeah, I think it's a great cigar.
Because I love the Neanderthal.
The Neanderthal on a box press, I mean, it just changed the whole profile. Where I was a little disappointed is, it was supposed to be the strongest to date, but I didn't really get that out of it.
Yeah,
it's a great cigar.
Yeah, it did knock me on my ass, and I was retrohaling it quite a bit. So, he was talking about, doing the retrohale challenge. It didn't, I was expecting it to be a little stronger, but maybe that's just, we're not the average smoker, I mean, not everybody has a beautiful lounge and a beautiful walk-in, store quality walk-in humidor, so maybe we're the outliers in that, where we smoke a lot and so.
Wait, you said retrohale challenge. Were you talking about that when I was taking a piss?
No.
No.
Skip. It was kind of telling people to retrohale the LH because it has that, it's got that Green River sucker Lajero in it that's stronger than Nicaraguan Lajero. And it's got a whole leaf in there, so it's supposed to be even stronger. Yeah. So, but I'm a sucker for box press. That's why I'm excited for the new Viaje.
Never mind.
The new Viaje. What the hell is it called? How do you say that city in California? La Jolla? Jolla?
Sounds good to me. I don't know.
Yeah. West something in La Jolla. Yeah. So, I'm a big fan of box press.
That Kaz Dagley and small batch one's like box press too.
I was going to talk about that. Did you buy a box?
The pony.
I don't buy boxes. I bought a 5er.
They didn't have 5. They had 4 packs.
Oh, I bought a 4er.
A 5er.
You guys heard the rumors about a box pressed tabernacle?
I have not heard that rumor. No. You were at that event, right? You
No,
got the grasshopper and whatnot.
Yeah. That's a great event every year.
Did you hear the rumor at that event? Because that would be legit.
I did.
That would be awesome.
I'm interested.
And both blends or the broadleaf?
Right now it's both blends. Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
That'd be sick.
Nice.
I'm really looking forward to the grasshoppers, but Nick recommended to let those sit for like 3 weeks.
Okay.
So I'm approaching my 3rd week.
How many of those
forbearance.
did you get?
How many what, Tyler?
How many of those?
Go ahead, Tyler.
How many of those 5 packs did you get?
A few.
My man. Good to hear.
um,
That's awesome.
something I was thinking about. So Warped. If something belongs to the company Warped, or you want to show possession, do you say Warpeds with an apostrophe s after Warped? Because it's hard to spit out.
Were you taking a dump when you thought of that?
Maybe I was. Bathroom thoughts, man.
I have no idea, bro. You're the teacher.
Yeah.
I load bags, okay, so
I feel like, I mean, most of the time I think I just drop the apostrophe s and just say Warped by itself. But I don't know.
That to me seems more correct.
Yeah, it sounds better.
But then again, I'm from Alabama, so.
Do you guys have words that you hate for any reason?
chagrin.
Yes, okay. I like that. I had to teach that as a spelling word. I don't like that word either. Much to his chagrin.
I don't like gar. Don't call my cigar gar.
Okay. What about yard gar? I'll say yard gar, but I don't like gar in general.
Yard gar. Something to chew on when I'm mowing the lawn. I fucking hate when people say that shit. Oh my god.
I'm not huge on stogie either.
Oh, lit. I hate when people say lit. Which word?
Stogie. Like,
Stogie.
check out my stogie. Just line up my stogie. I don't know.
Would you be a gentleman and fetch my stogies?
Sounds a little archaic.
Eric is asking when the podcast will be live. We're live right now, motherfucker.
Enigma. I don't like enigma.
I like it when you say, what did they say? Somebody was a enigma wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in a riddle or something like that. I don't know.
I think there's a cigar called Enigma.
There's a band called that.
I'm beginning to hate the word literally. I have a
I hate that word.
daughter, and that is every other word.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And like I literally, want to run away. If you guys, you may not know that there's a K-pop thing sweeping the nation. Are you aware of that?
A tape off?
K-pop.
K-pop. Oh yes, I'm very well aware of that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Tom's favorite music.
Yeah, my wife and daughter are actually in Atlanta at a K-pop concert.
You chaperone?
I do not. I stay at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not there.
We spent more on these K-pop tickets than I did for backstage passes to Motley Crue.
No way.
Yes, sir.
What on earth? First of all, backstage passes, that's awesome. But what? I don't get it. I mean, I guess every generation of kids has something different that adults don't understand, but this is a weird
Yeah, I mean, I get it. They're Korean new kids on the block. So I mean, I get it, but what I don't get is the fascination with them, and you can't understand anything they're saying.
Yeah. I don't know. Kids are weird.
I hope it's a phase.
Do you guys have any cigar names that you don't like? Whether it's brand names or just name of a certain release? I mean, I might have mentioned it. The Avo Unexpected Passion is a weird one.
Yeah.
The F. Bradley Magic Toast.
I don't know. That one's kind of cool, I think. Kind of gives me like an Alice in Wonderland vibe.
Magic Toast?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Not that come to my,
I think the ones that bug me are the ECCJ, LC something or the other. Just the ones that don't have a name, they just have letters or numbers.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I know. I wish I wrote that down to think on because I know there's probably more that I dislike.
Rock Patel Age Rare and Limited.
That's the name of a cigar?
Yeah. Rock Patel the AGL Age. No. Age ARL, age rare limited or something like that. I forgot what order it's in.
Huh.
That is that the one that came out last year?
Yeah, and then they rebanded it this year, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think the name Mexican Experiment's kind of cool. I think that's a cool name.
I just like how you have the Me Too, and I thought it was like the Me Too movement kind of ripoff.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah, that's cool.
That's clever.
I actually still have a few of the original Mexican Experiment.
Oh, nice.
Sick. When did that come out? How long ago was that?
2012?
Got some Instagram pictures. A few actually that stood out to me. Before we get into Instagram though, CigarNoise, the website and app. I've talked to Dave. I'm not sure if the app is back on Apple Store or iTunes. He got kicked out for a bit because it deals with tobacco.
Yeah.
That's pretty stupid. But on CigarNoise, El Sedan posted a picture of his Don Pepin Garcia next to a urinal. He said, "Smoking in the boys' room." That was a good one. Oh, this is. I don't know if you guys want to look this up, but this is one of my local lounges, West Coast Cigars. They post a picture and they tag Richie, V-Cut Everything. I'm just like, dude, why are you tagging this account for my local lounge? They don't even tag me because they don't know who I am. And he's like, oh yeah, I follow that guy or something. But I've got to say, one of the picks of the week, Master_Chic. That's SHEIK.
Yeah.
He's got a picture of, I don't know how to pronounce this. This is a Cuban. Qual d'Orsay?
Yeah, that one.
Next,
the Qual which is named after the bridge over in Paris.
it's a bridge in Texas?
A bridge in Paris.
Oh. Did not know that. Next to Popeye's sandwiches, they got a pumpkin and a bottle of Macallan. Just got an orange thing going on. Awesome picture. This is his Veterans Day post.
Nice.
I think that was the best picture I saw this
He's
week.
got some great pictures. Holy shit, that's a follow.
Yeah, you know, I see some of these pictures and I'm thinking, I'm just not that damn creative.
Well, does creativity get these people much? Do they get a following because they're more creative and take better pictures? Because I've seen people with great pictures that don't really have much of a following. And people who just probably spam like and have bots that have a ton of followers.
Yeah, true. I don't know, man. You know, I suck at taking pictures, but not anymore since I got the iPhone Pro.
Nice.
Nice.
Big baller.
I got one too. My picture game has stepped up as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the staging time for some of these pictures would cut into my smoking time.
I like that. Well said. Another account I want to highlight. We should have something where we just go comment on these people's posts sometimes, whether they're good or they're bad, and just freak them out if they get like 10 people commenting out of nowhere. But this one is, oh my goodness, I don't even know how to pronounce this. CINZEIRODELEGO. The last bit's Lego. I know that. So Cinzero de Lego. Anyway, this guy, it's all cigars on Legos as cigar rests and ashtrays.
Oh my god.
This is great. It's unique. It's kind of late now because there's like a week and a half ago, but all that ash play. You guys see that? Holding cigars by the ash.
Yeah, I've seen that.
No, yeah, I did see that. I haven't tried it yet.
And then JDub_31. He's on the One Only Rebar podcast. But he has a picture. He has a Tatuaje brown label. and the ash of that is holding up a cigar, the Baca. So he's touching the tips, the ashes together, and he's holding one up with the other. So I'm just waiting for like a pocket sand, but ash video where someone just like throws ash in someone's face. That'd be sick, like Sherlock Holmes smoking a cigar, taps the ash in his hand, throws it or something. I don't know.
Sick, bro.
Sick trick.
Vape tricks.
I mean, my coolest ash trick is, not getting them on me.
Yeah, that's impressive when you don't get any ash on you.
Can be tough.
Did you guys hear that Cigar Authority has their 501 episode today? So they're going to be breaking the record for most cigar podcasts. 501 podcasts.
Was 500 the last record?
Yes. So they tied the record. Now they're going to beat the record this week.
Huh. So let's just.
Who did they tie with?
Doc Stogie Fresh. He hadn't done one in 2 or 3. He stopped about 3 years ago. I haven't listened to many of his podcasts. So that's kind of cool. I mean, I think they've been on air for almost 10 years, or over 10 years. They do an episode every single week.
10 years?
So,
my goodness.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have any predictions for the top cigars coming out? The list?
Good question. From Cigar Aficionado?
Yeah.
I haven't been paying much attention this year.
Well, how about this? Maybe some predictions of what you think will be on it, and then some that you would like to see on it.
We should have a bet. Like, people put in I don't know, how would you range that? I think maybe Tatuaje might sneak in there.
Possibly. I would like to see Dunbarton.
You think?
That'll never happen.
Yeah, I don't know, because
that will never happen.
Yeah, but it should.
I agree, but Taka pissed off Dave Savona, or the owner of who's the owner of Cigar Aficionado? Come on, Dom. Marvin Shankin. He pissed him off a few years ago. So when they it's a story you have to hear Saka tell, but it's a fascinating story. But that's why he'll never be on there. I'm guessing it's gonna be in my father's cigar. I got to look at the ratings. You can kind of figure it out based on the ratings.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to that website in forever to see the ratings, but I just know I feel like they're hyping up Pete Johnson, Tatuaje. They've had like a post of him every like 6 or 7 or so. That's not that accurate, but I don't know. Trying to read into it.
You know what? And I would be okay with that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Rocky's been knocking on the door for a while.
Great.
It could be him. Or Alec Bradley, maybe?
Yeah, I don't think I even have any of those.
So I think but you're talking about cigars of the year. I think the Half Wheel Census cigar of the year will be the Baca. I think Baca will be the #1 cigar of the year this year. Other than that, stuff from the trade show, I mean, that's about the Menelik. It's not really new, but it's going to be regular. It was more readily available.
Now, have you tried the original when it was at an event only?
Yeah, I enjoyed that much more than
they are not the same cigar.
Yeah, there's some different.
Yeah, I like the original.
Is
I got one left.
Half-Wheel your go-to in terms of rating top 10 of the year?
I like Cigar Coupe.
Okay. I don't know if Dave's going to do it again, but Dave had with CigarNoise a voting system, so everybody from the CigarNoise community actually voted. Then he had the consensus top 10.
Yeah, didn't Patina have 2 cigars on it that one year?
On the top Of the year, probably.
Yeah, I can see that.
Great cigars. My favorite Connecticut.
You guys tried the collaboration between Crown Heads and Drew Estate?
What?
Which one?
The La Coalition?
Is that?
Yes, that was really good.
What color band does that have?
Kind of a reddish maroon. It originally was maroon, blue, and gold, and it was changed to maroon, white, and gold.
I don't know.
They drop next week. That cigar to me tastes. It reminds me a lot of the Saka and Nick era of the Liga.
Huh.
Interesting. I only had one. I got it from this trade show, so
That's probably one of the cigars I'm the most excited about this year. I've had the chance to smoke quite a few.
It's gonna be pretty pricey. It's gonna be pricey, but it's gonna be. I think it'll be worth it.
Wait, is it not out yet, or is it out?
It actually drops next week. If I'm not mistaken, they're already in Nashville, and they start shipping next week.
So is it?
So how did you get them?
Know some people.
Yeah, I know a guy.
All right now.
I don't even remember seeing that at the show.
When you get the chance, definitely try it. It's Tyler, as far as the pricing, I mean, I agree, but here's the thing. In my opinion, I think it's going to be a top shelf cigar, so to speak.
Yeah.
So then I think it's going to be priced very well, considering what I think the league it will be in, basically.
Yeah, I think it's going to be worth every penny. It's just, a little more than what Crown Head people are used to spending. I'm also excited for the Court Reserve, the full court press, that box press. Like I said, I'm a sucker for a box press, so.
Yeah, and that was a great cigar. So I think the box press is going to change the flavor profile a little bit, open up the draw some.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it too, and it drops next week as well.
Yeah, Crown Head has been doing a lot of good stuff recently.
Yeah.
My buddy, one of my mentors, Miguel Shodell, is the national sales manager now.
Oh yeah.
Miguel is one of my closest friends in the industry.
We got the opportunity to hang out with.
All right, guys.
In Nashville recently.
I haven't met him. I've met John and the other owner. What's the other owner name?
Oh, Mike.
Mike Condor. Yeah, I met them too at the show.
Yeah, very, very good guys.
Yeah, I like what you're doing. But unfortunately, guys, I gotta get back to work. So
suck.
I know I picked up more overtime tonight, so I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but
so you can buy more cigars.
That's right.
I know. So yeah, I got about like a minute, but dude, man, I gotta get a set schedule because I've been working. I haven't had a day off since the day I got back from San Diego. Yeah. Which was November 1st. So, and I've worked like 8 doubles.
Yeah, Drew.
And I worked at the dealer shop too. So.
I would apologize that we couldn't get you last week, but that's really Tyler's fault because he's working too much.
I did tell Drew that I need to. It's just hard to say no when they come at me, with it. And then sometimes I don't have the option to say no. Sometimes they say, "Oh, we need you to stay late," and it's like, "Oh, okay." So, all right. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.
Rock and roll.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Yeah.